News with Gina.
The news with Gina Grad.
So stay tuned for some unfinished business because Dawson's working on the replay of the winner of Totally Topical Trivia, TiVo Trivia. Brian is protesting, says he got in first. Gina swears she did.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear this.
I couldn't tell. So
based on no evidence, I am sure it was me.
So the challenge is on, and Dawson is working on it. So we'll that'll be breaking news. But go ahead, Gina.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're down another Disneyland. Disneyland Paris is temporarily closing again as France enters a second nationwide lockdown. We talked about that a little yesterday to curb a surge in coronavirus infections. So it hopes to be open for the holidays specifically. And they'll be taking reservations from December 19th to January 3rd. But then the park will be shut down January 4th to February 12th. President Macron announced a new nationwide lockdown on Wednesday that said it will last until December 1st at a minimum. So we're not the only Disneyland on the planet that is not going to be open.
Good. Our misery needed some company on this one.
And I don't know if you saw the latest on, because we see how football games have been going. Well, what about the Super Bowl? So Super Bowl 54 is now laying down their strict rules about participation from fans. Yeah.
Where is it?
It is in Florida.
Good question.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll be easy.
According to ESPN, the league has decided to limit attendance at Tampa's Raymond James Stadium to 20% of the venue's usual 65,000 capacity.
I heard they were only going to do half an F-18 flyover. This is just going to be the right side of the plane.
It would be the missing men formation.
That's right. Yes.
Even though Republican Governor Rick DeSantis has been pushing to have a full house, they said no. The NFL's also putting a
sorry, but I don't get why. Here we are. I guess we're halfway into the season, or coming up on halfway into the season.
8, yeah.
There's another 4 months or 3.5 months or whatever it is. Well, why do we need to make the proclamation right now? Like, why can't we see how things play out in Florida over the next 2 months? Or, like, as far as capacity goes, like, I know you got to plan shit, like how many hot dogs to bring and stuff like that. But, I mean, the Super Bowl's now, what, early February?
February 7th.
Yeah, couldn't we do this? Couldn't we figure it out by the first of the year? Like,
Christmas.
Have some, know a little more, have a little more lead time? Or a little less lead time, but a little more information.
Right. And to that point, I believe, sorry, I was just getting a hot breaking tip from Dawson. 1 second. I was just getting information, too, that the Boston Marathon has been canceled, and that's in April. So why is it
they're looking at fall dates.
Yeah.
Again, like I don't know. Let's see how the rest of this year goes. Why put the kibosh on it so far in advance?
I'm wondering when it came to music festivals like Coachella and all that stuff, and big sporting events. I have no idea, but do you think they lost a lot of money in the planning than having to cancel? Like pushing back? Was there money being spent with the pushing back, where it's cheaper to just say fuck it?
I don't know, but I can't figure. It seems weird to lock off 20,000 people can attend a game so far in advance. Or by the way, what if shit's a whole lot worse? Like, yeah. I mean, maybe 20's too much.
Yes. Well, they have no problem, I'm sure, making it more restrictive.
My only guess from overhearing Christie talk on so many business calls, it just occurred to me a lot of companies are planning fiscal year, Q1, Q2 even.
Right.
So I think when you're dealing with massive sponsors, the Bud Lights and the Fords and the GMs of the world, they're planning really far in advance, and that involves travel and signage and all that stuff.
So there.
All right, Dawson,
all right. We have some hot audio ready, I think.
Yes, the audio evidence is clear and indisputable. I will let you guys be the judge. A teenage girl vacationing for the summer.
Pete.
Brian.
Blame it on Rio.
At a Catskills resort.
Gina. Dirty Dan. Wait.
That was Brian.
Wait.
Brian came in right after Pete. And
Why
it was
did we all
missed
totally
by me.
ignore you?
I wonder why.
Because he's
But did you know
I'm
it?
a smug bastard.
Did you know
I said it as soon as Pete said it, and then you jumped in, obviously, because you knew what it was. But I was like, wait a minute, I've rang in. I did the.
Oh wow!
So,
we're having a
with
we're
an
having-
asterisk and under protest, Bald Brian gets the win.
That was a Revenant moment with the blinking.
I want to share this with Gina. She deserves it as much as I do.
That's so weird. God, we weren't even a blip on my radar in that moment.
Chris. Well, you were locked in. Chris says we can do a tiebreaker, but it's not a tie, right?
No,
Brian won.
It's like Adam. It's like when the coach threw out the red flag. They don't make him do the play over again.
That's
they say,
right.
no, wrong. He was in bounds.
That's right. All right. Sorry, Gina. If you're capable of it, continue.
All right, I'll choke back the tears. That was a fun game, though.
Yeah.
So you guys like the Masked Singer? Well, what do you think of the Masked Dancer? Because that is next.
I the producers of the Masked Singer were like, our celebrities aren't sweating enough. How do we get them to perspire more? Well, we could dress them up like an eagle and put a giant paper mache eagle head on them. I feel like that would be, yeah.
But what about, where's the cardio?
They're moving, but they're singing. We need one where they're just like the masked, Bowflex model or something. Like, you know how much fucking sweating you're going to be doing if you do the masked dancer? People are going to die out there. They're going to die. We're going to lose celebrities.
This is interesting, and I can see some of the razzle dazzle and a little bit of a workaround. But let me explain it to you. It's going to be hosted by Craig Robinson and operates under much of the same premise. So the press release says costume celebrities will be joined on stage by masked partners and backup dancers, who I imagine will be doing a lot of heavy lifting, as they perform a series of dances together spanning from hip hop to salsa, jazz to tap, and more. Each week, a series of clues will be sprinkled in, blah, 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 blah. We come closer to figuring out who the...
Sad that we just thrown in the towel on primetime entertainment. We went like, fuck it, let's just rip off some shows from Japan and just fucking
it's all gimmicky.
Just do it with a bunch of lights and shit. Speaking of that, how's Johnny Weir doing on Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah.
I want to know what the line is. Is that
I'll tell you
Caitlin? Is she in front now?
Let's see here. So yeah, Johnny Weir's at plus 150, Caitlin at plus 200.
Ooh.
And Nev Schulman at plus 225. So those are the top three.
All right, so Weir's still got the best odds now. I mean, yeah, he's the favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I
I'll take that.
I want to interrupt here really quick. I just heard back from the judges. We cannot give Brian the win because he never actually said Dirty Dancing.
Do you honestly think I didn't know it? Do you honestly think I didn't know what it was?
He thought it was Blame It on Rio.
There's no way we
Are you
can tell.
shitting me?
There's no way we can tell. So we need to do one more.
Okay.
That's some
At least
real horse. That's some horse shit right there, man.
right.
I honestly think I didn't fucking know.
You never gave
Are
the
you
answer.
familiar with that title, Brian? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Oh, well, what would
I
you
am.
say? Of course you are now.
I'll go get the fucking birth announcement for Tess that was made after Dirty Dancing. It was a parody.
We're doing one more. We're doing
Oh
it
my
right now.
God.
It just wasn't
Right
sitting
now?
well with me. We're doing it right now.
Hey, Brian.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I were you, I'd stop complaining and get my head right.
All right. In the game. Here we go. Game time.
Because it's on. Because it's
I
on.
must protect this house.
Okay, everybody be quiet.
Here we go.
Here we go.
A documentary film crew on a boat in the Amazon.
Gina. Hold on. Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Cruise.
Oh, no, that's not right.
It's
It's Anaconda. Come on.
no.
It is Anaconda.
What?
For the win.
For the win. AdamCarolla. Woo!
Yes.
You're
All right,
thinking
that's
Tropic
good.
Thunder.
The judges say that's okay. Congratulations,
From the
Ace.
grave.
You
I'll
take home the
it.
trophy.
Hate this game.
Gina, there's only
man.
one loser here.
It ain't over till the paint's dried, people.
Good. That's satisfying now. I can
Yeah.
I can move on. There we go.
Satisfying.
Continue, please.
Hey, listen. I'll bring the belt to the next round. You guys can claim it if you're good enough.
Anaconda.
I think we
in
proved
what
that I'm
world
good
would I
enough.
have seen Anaconda?
Hey, Jennifer Lopez is in it. Come on.
Oh
True.
my God. I am so
Female empowerment movie.
That's right.
It's insane. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, the panel will be Ken Jeong, who does The Masked Singer, Paula Abdul, Brian Austin Green, and Ashley Tisdale. That's your Masked Dancer panel.
Where does Brian Austin Green
He
fit
was
into this?
apparently the giraffe contestant on Masked Singer, so that qualifies him to do Masked Dancer.
Oh, he was.
Let's see, what does he know about dancing?
I don't know. I mean, besides Paula Abdul, I really don't know how they came to this conclusion.
Well, Ken Jeong did the other one, right?
He did Masked Singer.
Right. So they just need affable, nice Ken Jeong. And then,
He also does that new show, I Can See Your Voice. He's like the host of that one, too.
yeah, there's a new one where you can't hear, you hear the voice, but you don't see the people.
Well, that's The Voice. How's it
Oh, that's
different?
No,
the voice.
you see them singing, but you can't hear them or something. I think that's what it is.
What?
It's weird. Everything is
So are
turned.
we just... Yeah.
I blame Wipeout. Because that show just got us going down the dumb trail, and we've been snowballing ever since. Like we just went, fuck it, we're done thinking. We just went, everything's going to be a game. Sort of this weird format that's pleasing to 9-year-olds. By the way,
Right.
Lots of colors. The Masked Singer and I Can See Your Voice, both South Korean shows. We're taking our entertainment cues from South Korea, people.
We got let's look in the mirror time.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember I think MTV tried to pick it up, and I don't know how well it did, but there was a Japanese game show called Silent Library. Do you guys remember that?
No.
Where you're in a library and all these horrible things are happening to you and you can't make any noise because you're in a library.
Really?
That's a Japanese game show.
I actually kind of like this idea.
And I think MTV picked it up from what I remember, but we used to watch the Japanese version on YouTube.
That's all correct.
What happened to that Netflix one where it was like controversial because you're getting hit in the head with a snow shovel or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, that was...
Is that still
what was that
going
called?
on?
I doubt it.
Are you thinking of
they were in a barn.
Yeah.
Is that the one where they stay up really late? Or they're awake for a really long
No,
time?
they just kind of
No.
torture people.
It's
All
out
right.
of like Scotland or something.
Let's do one more, Gina Graf.
All right. Well, technically, you're not supposed to be able to cast a ballot in an election in Ohio if you're an idiot, according to the Columbus Dispatch newspaper. And that is a fact. It says so right in the state constitution under Article V, Section 6. No idiot or insane persons shall be entitled to the privileges of an elector. But the archaic and nearly 170-year-old terminology was originally meant to describe people who were severely mentally disabled and not just plain stupid like we use. State lawmakers approved legislation in 2006 to remove the word, including idiot, lunatic, drunkard, and imbecile from sections of Ohio Revised Code, replacing those with incompetent persons. So now you can be an idiot, a drunkard, a lunatic, and still have your vote.
Vote away.
I would rather be an idiot than incompetent. Because idiot can be short term. You can do idiotic things.
Right.
Also, it's kind of a pejorative, so it's more like the person, like I've had probably millions of people call me an idiot. You know what I mean? Like I would, if you're incompetent, you're just, there's no fixing you. Like
Right.
what do we do with incompetent?
There's
You
no
know
You
what
can
I
do
mean?
idiotic things, in the moment, like take away a victory in the TiVo game and put it up for grabs. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means you're an idiot.
I would much rather, I think I would rather someone refer to me as an idiot than incompetent.
Absolutely.
Incompetent is also incompetent is all encompassing too.
Yeah.
Like you can be an idiot and still make good money. Just
Right.
be an idiot, like selling custom vans or something.
Incompetent is an intellectual death sentence. You're just incompetent.
Yeah. USC's head coach Clay Helton is incompetent. Someone like Lane Kiffin is just an idiot. He's a good coach.
Yeah.
Was that helpful
You
for
beat
everybody?
Gina to that punch. She was
I
coming
know.
right back.
Well, she
with that one.
texted it. She
such an
texted it to
idiot.
me. She texted it to me.
All right. Let's bring it home, Gina Grad.
You got it. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news.
That was the news with Gina Grad.